Hey, friends, how is everybody doing? Let's see. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Something a little bit different tonight. So if you were following my stories, or maybe even the post that I made this morning. So we've got some issues here with our water. It's getting worked on, but we don't have it quite fixed yet. But we woke up this morning to no water. So some issue between our well and our storage tank, or our storage tank out to the 10 acres that we live on. Not quite sure. Still working on it, but no Ketokitchen tonight because I don't want to make that mess and have to do dishes like via a bucket. So it's kind of like camping here. But I thought I would still jump on, still use the time to maybe just do a really quick kind of Q&A about low carb versus keto. So I know a lot of people are brand new to keto, brand new to just deciding that they want to change their lifestyle, and might have some questions, might have some misunderstandings, because it's really easy to be overwhelmed or misunderstand some of the way that the vocabulary and the conversation around low carb and keto goes, especially when marketing is really good at calling it low carb keto. It's not the same thing. So anyway, let's dive in. If you are new and you have never met me, my name is Terry, and I am coming to you live from California. And I started a keto diet about 3 years ago. I started it mainly because I was looking for some answers and some help with really severe menopausal symptoms. So that total like energy sucking, that sort of thing. I needed a little bit of help with that. I was taking naps every afternoon. I was missing deadlines in my work because I was just utterly exhausted. I was exhausted, but then when I would try to sleep at night, I had total insomnia. So it was really hard working around. I was in the worst brain fog that I can even imagine. And it was actually getting a little bit scary about the things that I couldn't remember. Even kind of like routine things weren't routine anymore. I actually had to think about them. And of course, like just about every other menopausal woman, was definitely gaining the weight around my belly. And so much to the point that my last doctor's appointment, he put me in the category of obesity and said, we need to start thinking about doing something about this. And so that was really scary. Talked about pre-diabetes and kind of all of that stuff. And it was enough to send me looking for another answer besides being put on a bunch of medication and whatnot. So that is how I found keto and started doing my research. I'm a little bit of a knowledge junkie, so kind of fit right in. And that is how I started this journey 3 years ago. But I could tell you, it has done so much more for my life, physically, mentally, personally, financially, all across the board. This lifestyle has changed everything for me. So now my mission is kind of to share this information with other people, try to help you either get started, find out what ketosis is, all the benefits of it, teach you that it is way more than just about fat loss. It is an entire healthy life span change that you're going to make. We're talking about not just physical for you. We're also talking about mental. We're talking about your brain health. We're talking about longevity, all of that. And it all comes from spending consistent time in ketosis. And we will clear up all right from the very beginning. We are not talking about ketoacidosis, which is the high extreme amounts of ketones that is detrimental and deadly and very dangerous to diabetics. We are not talking about that level at all. We're talking about your body doing actually what it was intended to do. So as you guys are jumping on, I see a couple friendly faces. Hello, Sue. Thanks for jumping on. Make sure you drop some comment down there. The more that you comment, the more that you smash that heart button, the more Facebook will send this video out to more people to see. So you're definitely supporting me. You're definitely helping me, and you're helping who knows else, who else is going to see this video and maybe have some questions answered and maybe make a life-changing decision. So pretty cool to be part of that. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for jumping on. All right. So that's me. So that's me in a nutshell. Like I said, I am going to be 60 in February, and I've been doing keto for the last 3 years. I do a lazy keto lifestyle with some dirty keto filtered in there too. I do not count macros. I eat keto food because I like it. And I feel good on it. Taking out all of those carbs and putting in that higher fat content is what my body thrives on that and feels good on it. And my brain functions better on it. All of that. So, even if when I get to a point like where I reach my fat loss goal, that will not be the end of my journey. I will continue doing what I'm doing, because I want to be 100. And when I die, I want my brain to still be intact with me. So thanks, Kathy, for the hearts. If you can relate to, wanting to stay physically sound, but also stay mentally sound, drop I am all in down there in the comments. Maybe you can find a brain emoji and drop me a brain emoji. So that's why I am so passionate about this. And this is why I jump on and I do keto kitchens to help people learn how quick and easy keto recipes can be. I do grocery hauls. I do, some meal planning with you guys, anything that I can do. I answer questions about supplements and tricks and tips and tricks and hacks. And I try to help you make this a lifestyle and not just a quick fix diet, because none of them ever work. So the differences between low carb and keto. So when you're talking about a low carb diet, a true low carb diet really has no rules. So it can be anywhere from 50 to 150 carbs a day, can still be considered low carb, because when you consider how many carbs the average person eats, you're way up there. So to say I'm doing a low carb diet just simply really means that you are lowering the carb level that you were doing, you're doing less. That is wonderful. That is great. That is a perfect place to start. Start with taking those breads out, pastas, rice, your wheat, those kind of things, because they are super high in carbs, but it's also not a good healthy carb. There's nothing wrong with carbs. The kind of carbs that come from fruits and vegetables are totally different than the kind of carbs that come from grains. So, start there. Get rid of the sugary drinks. And that might include even things like diet soda, because the stuff that's in diet soda isn't any better for you than, I don't know, what did somebody tell me? 25 teaspoons of sugar in a can of Coke. Holy cow. All right. So stuff like that. So if you want to make ketones in your body, you're going to have to do more than just low carb. Low carb's not going to cut it, because the way that you get into ketosis is your body has to make ketones, or you have to supplement them in. You have to have ketones in your body in order to get into that fat burning state of ketosis, because that means that your body is not using sugar, carbs, glucose. Instead, it is switched over, and you are now breaking down your own stored fats in your body. Your liver breaks down the fats in your body into ketones. All right. Now, that means that your body has to not have the option of carbs, sugars, glucose. If it has the option of running off of a sandwich with bread and maybe a donut for breakfast and maybe a plate of spaghetti for dinner, if it has the option of running off of all of that, it will. But that's your quick fix. That's your spikes your insulin, you get a big kick off of it, and then you crash and need a nap. That's what you're doing when you are running off of carbs, sugar, glucose, all right? When you're running off of your own stored fat and the fats in the foods that you are eating, then that's the long, sustained energy that you have that doesn't give you the jitters, that you don't crash off of, that lasts for hours, and is a total different type of energy and focus and mental clarity than is off of sugars. So you have to strip all of those out of your body before you're going to start making ketones. That means your diet, that means exercising and fasting, because if you exercise and you fast, you're going to burn off the extra carbs that you have in your body. And if you fast, you're not putting any more in. So your body will deplete all that sugar and start making ketones faster, quicker. All right. So you got that idea, because a lot of people don't even really have a true concept of what ketosis is, or the fact that you have to make ketones, or what has to happen to make ketones to even get into ketosis. So that's why a low carb diet will not cut it, because you'll never get low enough. You'll never get enough of the carbs and the sugars and the glucose out of your body for your body to switch over. So thus the keto diet. Now, the keto diet, as opposed to being 50 to 150 carbs, a keto diet is going to be somewhere under 30 and under of net carbs. And there's a difference between net carbs and total carbs. So I can't probably get everything in a 10-minute video here with you guys. So if you want to know more about label reading, about understanding what is the difference between net carbs and total carbs, just put keto down there in the comments. I will message you and you can ask me whatever questions and I will answer. Hi, Ro. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Alicia. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Heather. And is it Nisi? Did I pronounce it right? I know that you are new to me, Nisi. Thanks for jumping on. And Nancy. All right. So a keto diet is restricting all of that. If you guys have any questions as I'm going, throw them in the chat. I will gladly answer as we go along. If this is providing value to you, smash that heart button and also share this out. Share it out to a family, friend, family member. There's a lot of confusion out there. Maybe you know somebody who would, just like to know if this is something that they maybe want to investigate a little bit more in. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. So keto is definitely much, much lower carb than low carb. So you will never make ketones on a low carb diet. If you want to make ketones and get into ketosis, you have to get those carbs down to 30 net carbs and under. Like I said, drop it down there in the comments, keto, if you need more information on the difference. You need to watch your label. You need to learn how to read a label, a nutritional label. It's not just the label, it's the ingredients as well. There's like 100 different sneaky sugar words. Marketing is very good at hiding the sugar underneath different kinds of names, so you don't think that you're eating something with sugar. So thanks, Kathy, for sharing. I appreciate you. So you need to learn that. You need to learn what sugars are keto friendly. Keto friendly just means it's not going to spike your insulin. So that's why it's diabetic and it's keto friendly. Most people that are diabetic can do keto because it actually helps them lower their insulin levels. So you need to do that, because you need to know what you're putting in your body, and are you putting things in that it's going to just knock you right out of ketosis. You're doing all this work to get yourself into that state of ketosis, and then you eat something that you think is keto friendly, and it might be something that marketing has labeled as keto friendly, and it's not. The other thing is exercise. If you are doing a strict keto diet and you're not supplementing in your ketones and you're depending on your body to make it all, then you're going to have to get some kind of regimented exercise in. You're going to need to exercise every day, and you're going to need to fast every day. Again, the purpose of that is to exhaust any of those carbs that you are consuming. Your 30 net carbs, you've still got to get rid of them. So that's why you do your exercise and you do fasting. Now, exercise does not have to be it doesn't have to be something that you're doing at a gym. Exercise is movement. Just stop thinking of it as exercise. Think of it as movement. It's just moving your body. Put more demand on your body than I am right now. I am not moving right now. So I am not putting very many demands on my body. My body does not have to work. It does not have to make a lot of ketones to do what I am doing right now. So if I go and I walk up and down the steps 5 times, my body's going to go, holy crap, we need more energy. And it's going to go and exhaust all those carbs and start making ketones. So I hope you got that. Let me see. I got a couple questions in here. Do I have a list of the different sticky sugar words? Yes, I do. Leisha, I will drop that into your messenger. Maybe I'll stick it as a post on my page. There is, I think it's like 100 sneaky words. So yes, I will do that. And how do you know you are in ketosis or not? So mainly it's going to be how you feel. Once you find ketosis, you'll never forget what it feels like. It's totally different. So you can test your ketone levels. There's 3 different ways to test ketones. You can test it via your breath. You can test it via your urine, and you can test it via your blood. The blood urine count is the only one that counts. That's where the magic is happening, because if you do a breath analysis, or a urine test with the strips that you dip into your urine, and it'll show you how many ketones are in your urine. That is what your body did not use, either couldn't use, didn't use, but it is what your body didn't use and has excreted either through your breath or through your urine. So it doesn't tell you a lot. It'll tell you that you were in ketosis at some point. You obviously had ketones in your body at some point, but you don't want a urine test to show a really, really high level of ketones. You don't want it to be that really dark purple color, because that can actually mean that you are dehydrated and you're concentrating the ketones, and you don't want to do that because you don't want leftover ketones in your kidneys. So you want just trace or very low ketones if you are doing a urine strip. Otherwise, it is with a blood test. It is very much like a blood test that you would do for diabetes. You're going to pick your finger, you're going to squeeze the blood onto a ketone strip and put it into a ketone reader, and it's going to tell you what the ketone level is in your body at that specific moment under those specific conditions. What you ate, when you ate it, when you at last exercised, when you fasted, when was the last time that you ate. It's metabolic. So it's not 100% accurate by any means. But once you hit that state of ketosis and you feel like you are the Energizer Bunny and you could do anything in the world, you can go out and conquer the world, and you are crystal clear mentally, you're focused. Maybe you're back to being able to multitask and do 10 things at once when you are going to bed at night because you are feeling accomplished. You got everything done and you're ready for tomorrow. You're getting good sleep. You're in a good mood. Maybe your husband can help you with that one. Your family can help you with that one. When you have appetite suppression, so you don't feel hungry all day long, when you are, you're eating less often, you're eating smaller portions and you're feeling good about it and you're walking away, that is ketosis. In the long haul, muscle development, muscle preservation, better gut health. All of that comes along, better hair, skin, nails. All of that comes along with consistency in ketosis. So I just tell people, when you hit it, you know you hit it. So hi, Lori. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Shirley. All right, guys, I hope that helps. I just wanted to clear up a little bit of confusion. Like I said, a lot of people starting new diets, starting new lifestyles. I hate using the word diet. Let's call it a lifestyle. And I just want to make sure, you know, people say, I'll ask them, hey, what are you doing? Are you doing keto? Are you doing low carb? What do you know, what changes? What are your goals? What do you want to do? And they're like, I'm doing low carb keto. And then I ask them, okay, so like, what are your net carbs? And it's 100 a day, or they don't even know what a net carb is. Then you're not doing keto. So there's ways of doing low carb and still getting yourself in ketosis. And if you want to know more about that, I will gladly share. But if you want to make all the ketones yourself, you're going to have to track macros. You're going to have to get a macro counter app on your phone. You're going to have to track everything that you eat and drink, because you have to know where you are. You have to know where your food is landing. Are you in that 30 or under net carb? Are you hitting a medium amount of protein? Are you hitting a super high level of healthy fats? You cannot make ketones without fat. So it's your stored fat, but it's also your nutritional fat, especially when you're starting. You need those high healthy fats. So hi, Ella. Thanks for jumping on. I'm sorry you're kind of at the end of it, but catch the replay. So all you guys who caught me on my live, thank you so much. Smash that heart button if you are not already following me, or if send me a friend request. If you want to be notified when I do come on live, make sure you hit that button right now. It will, the three little dots will open up a window. You can choose to follow me. You can choose to be notified whenever I come on live. So, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. That just seems so complicated. Is there an easier way? There is definitely an easier way, and that's a whole nother video. If you follow my stories, please follow my stories. There is so much more in my stories. I only meet with you guys on here once a day. If I could jump on here live every day, it's one day for 10 or 15 minutes that I have with you guys. I make a post. I try to put something in there. I try to put cheat sheets in there. I'm trying to provide you value so that you have the best ability to get started and be successful as soon as you can, as quickly as you can, because if you see results, you're going to want to do it more. If you feel better, you're going to want to do it more. When you have more energy, you're going to want to move more. Ketosis is just kind of like, it just gets you started. It's a domino effect. It starts so many more things. And that's why I say this lifestyle has saved my life. This lifestyle has changed me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So I'd love to chat with you more. Follow my stories, because I put a lot more in there. I have the opportunity to chat a little bit more about, take you through the day of what I do and how I do this. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful evening. I'm hoping to wake up to having water tomorrow morning. And I'll try to do a keto kitchen tomorrow. If I don't, so that I don't have a sink full of dishes and no way to wash them. But thanks. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for all of the hearts and the appreciation. I appreciate every one of you guys. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.